Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back with us, Group 6 from Islamic Batik University. We would like to present a review of the article entitled Gender Diversity, Birth Independence, Environmental Commit, and Greenhouse Gas Disclosure. It's in here. I'm not alone, but I with three others colleagues, namely Novi, Dhian, Salwa, and imas. Okay, let's see the video. First, introduction. Background. The impact of corporate board characteristic of the voluntary disclosure of greenhouse gas emission in the form of a carbon disclosure project report. Gap research. To analyze how assessing women and independent director on the council and issue and environmental council influence the decision of UK companies that are publicly approved about their voluntary greenhouse gas disclosure in the Carbon Disclosure Project or CDP report. Research question 1. What is the relationship of gender diversity and trend in disclosure of greenhouse gas? 2. How the impact can be seen from the percentage of independent director on the board?
First, theory. In this article, use stakeholder theory. Second, previous studies. The prior studies often provide fragmented and contradictory evidence on the association between GG and CSR. Jensen and Greening 1999, Nabum and Zahra 2006. The equivocality of the findings may be due in part to the fact that although CSR is a multidimensional construct and companies adopt different policies, no distinction is made in these studies between types of CSR. And third, hypothesis development. Hypothesis 1. The propensity for GHG disclosure is positively related to gender diversity, measured as the proportion of female directors on the board. Hypothesis 2. The propensity for GHG disclosure is positively related to board independence. And hypothesis 3. The propensity for GHG disclosure is positively related to the presence of an environmental commit.
Method. Research method. The method is based on content analysis, in the sense that sentences or information provided are not only merely counted but also weighted to reflect their relevance. Important and significant. Koiter and Najah 2012, Tang and Luo 2011. Subject. Using both univariate and regression models with a sample of the 329 large components in the United Kingdom. Procedure. First, birth gender diversity increases the likelihood of GHG disclosures in terms of both propensity and extensiveness. Second, the percentage of independent director on the board level has an observable impact. In addition, the presence and independence of an environmental commit are significantly and positively associated with the tendency to disclose GHG information. Finally, to exert sufficient influence on disclosure, an environmental commit should be large, independent or active. Activity is measured using the number of commit meetings. Analysis tools. The tool used in the study is ANOVA.
We continue for the next part is result. Result consists of result. The results are consistent with stakeholder theory, suggesting that a diversified and independent board and the existence of a board-level environmental committee may balance a firm's financial and non-financial goals with limited research and moderate the possible conflict expectation of stakeholders who have disparate interests. The finding should be useful for top managers and regulators who are interested in improving corporate governance practice and climate change strategies.
Conclusion: the proportion of female directors in the board is strongly correlated with both the propensity and the level of carbon disclosure. In addition, the existence of environmental committee indicate how proactive a firm is regarding environmental issues, and an independent board is also linked to the disclosure propensity, though not to the level of disclosure. Limitation: limiting analysis to GHG disclosure, unable to extrapolate to broader environmental performance issues. Then, our sample was restricted to big British companies, and the GHG nuance may be different for small and medium-sized business, or those operating in other countries, and do not consider the impact of CG on contemporary GHG emission reduction. Implication: thus, Donaldson and Preston 1995 and Freeman 1984 encouraged a broader approach and proposed stakeholder theory that extends the traditional perspective to a wide range of legitimate individuals or groups who are affecting or being affected by a firm. Future research. In addition, other theoretical frameworks such as non-economic theories, social psychology, institutional theory, and network analysis, as well as stewardship theories, can supplement stakeholder views to address critical issues such as social norms and influence, the behavior and motivation of directors, the power and competing interests of stakeholders, and moral obligation.
Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Don't forget to